Test 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test test test. We are live. You know, I wasn't expecting to go live today, but I decided we're gonna do it. We're gonna go live today. All right. So I'll wait a couple of minutes before we get started with tonight's cue. Two devices that I'm going to be looking at tonight. And that's pretty much going to be it for tonight. Just doing two devices, and then that's going to be basically it. All right, so first one is a Series X, and all it needs is thermal paste. So we're going to open it up and just put some thermal paste on it. I was all moving around because I realized I needed a screwdriver in my backpack. All right, got the old electric screwdriver here. The reason it's in my backpack is because I take it with me to my other job every day. So let's see here. Let's get the camera focused over yonder. Maybe that will be better. Yeah, maybe a little bit better. Here, well, how about we lay that down? There we go. Maybe turn this off. Move this out. So I need a T8 here. All right.
Chase?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
What can I do for you? Alright guys, I'm officially back. I do apologize for any inconveniences. Let's zoom this in and hopefully get to focus a little bit more. Maybe? Maybe we'll focus? I don't know. There it is. Yeah, so I gotta get this dreaded plate off. I freaking hate these plates. Kyle, I don't know if you're still here. I do apologize, guys, for everything. Give me just a couple seconds here. Hang on. I got a couple things I gotta take care of here. Alright, I'm good now. I'm officially back, or, you know, depending on if I have customers in or not, you know, I'll mute myself, but, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so I just gotta get this plate off. We can get the motherboard out, change the thermal paste, and then it should be a good time. I appreciate you guys stopping in. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, as far as Kyle, buy some caps or to switch, placing else. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Sphinx. Yeah, honestly, you can either get them DigiKey or Mauser, but you know, without knowing the values, the best place to find it would be another donor board. So if you want to buy yourself like a switch donor board to have on hand, that way you can pull the caps directly from there, and you'll be one happy camper, to be honest. That's the way I would do it anyway. Let's get the tweezers under there. I hate removing these things, man. They suck. They absolutely suck. This thing's coming along just fine. It's taking a minute though. Start from this side again. Get all these out. There we go. Alright, gotta open this up. Alright. Get these off. Pretty much once you get 3 sides of this up, then you can get this thing right up and off. Right now I'm using a pair of tweezers and an X-Acto knife to kind of pry these little metal prongs up so we can get this off. There we go. Alright, this thing's about to come off. There it is. We got it. Okay. Now we can take these 4 screws out officially. Alright. Let's do it. Alright. Hang on one second again, guys. Alright boys, I'm officially back, sorry. I have a customer that keeps popping in and out, so I didn't want to, just in case, you know, information or however. Okay, cool. Yeah, the crunch sound. Are you talking about when the screwdriver, or the electric screwdriver fell? Because that was funny. It'd be like that sometimes. When it comes to live streaming, I'm like the king of messing up. Every single time. Every single time. Okay, wherefore art thou? Okay, hang on. I'm getting rid of this old thermal paste here. Okay, let's do this. Alright, we can clean up the heatsink and it'll be a jolly good time now. Heatsink is clean. We could probably clean the APU better, but really all that really matters is the die right here. We get the die clean, then that's basically all that's going to transfer heat. So, I mean, we can try to get this cleaner, but really it doesn't matter. And I don't even think I'm going to do that because, to be honest, it doesn't matter. A lot of people that clean up the old thermal paste here around the die usually are just perfectionists. They just want to make the whole chip look, you know, beautiful. I mean, to be honest, you can, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So let's go ahead and apply new thermal paste. My plastic spudger. Well, you know what? I could probably just use this. This is a lot of thermal paste, but we're just going to spread it out and not use all of it. Alright, that's more than enough thermal paste. I got a little bit of paper towel here. I'll just wipe this off. There we go. All right. So, you know, this is more than enough thermal paste. So when we go ahead and put the board down onto the heatsink, it's going to spread that thermal paste. Alright, perfect. That's basically it. Now we can put on the heatsink screws now. Okay, there we go. Oh, David, love you, bro. Good to see you, man. Let's get this all zipped down and into place. So originally this console came in because the fan was ramping up really loud, and to be honest, man, if it's going to ramp up loud, usually during gameplay, it happens sometimes because some games will ramp up the fan, you know. Some will ramp up the fan, but sometimes it's because it needs new thermal paste. And I think this was one case where it needed new thermal paste, so that's why we're replacing it. Alright, now we're ready for our sandwich to come back. And we need to put on, you don't have to put this back, but I don't know, some people just, you know, want everything to go back the way it came, which I don't blame them, so we're going to do it. And then put this ribbon cable back where it needs to go in the board. Make sure it's seated. Move our board slightly out of the way. Seat our metal sandwich, and then put this in, just like that. There we go. Perfect. Now we can move forward. My hands have thermal paste all over them now. Okay. So let's do this, man. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Mayonnaise does help. Mayonnaise, you can put mayonnaise instead of thermal paste, you know that? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously not. But still funny though. You guys, do you guys ever watch DK Oldies shorts on YouTube? Yeah, they did.
See it back there anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. If you want, when Dad officially comes back, you just, yeah, you can ask him about it. Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh, you on the phone?
Alright, boys. I'm officially back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I literally just, I'm sorry. I had to take care of my customers. I'm sorry. You guys are important, but I could repent of my sins, but unfortunately, there's not much else I can say, but I'm sorry. So, anyway, I'm back. All right, we got this guy, the little disk drive thing. Why does this keep falling out? It's weird. It's a little metal piece on the back of the disk drive. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna melt the plastic here so that this metal thing does not move anymore. There we go. Okay, there's one. There's two. Okay. There we go. Metal piece doesn't fall off anymore. We can all live a happy life now. Or at least I can, so I can just put this back together nice and easy. Can't remember how this... It's like a little latch or something in here. But, let's see. Where's my metal tool here? Here you are. There we go. It's in place. I had to reseat the disk drive. Okay. It's official. We're good. We are good. Sorry if my live stream sucked today. That was definitely not the intention. But, you know, when customers come in, I would rather just mute it just in case. I don't want them to be on the live stream, you know, especially if they don't want to be on live, you know. Keeps customers' lives private and as much as they can be, you know. Makes everything a better situation. Well, we're pretty much done with this Series X. We just basically need to throw it on the test bench, and then we get to move on. What's funny is I stopped by, if you guys know the coder, Phil from the UK. He was actually working on a series, or no, he wasn't working on a series. He was working on a 1X, and that's the next one we're going to be working on tonight. And then after that, I'm going to hop off the live stream, and I'm going to do my best, if it's not too late, to record a video for you guys. So just pray and hope that I have enough time, because then I will record a video. Okay. There we go. Actually, we can probably put the back on this thing. Yo, Micro Mage, what's up, man? Chasing the fix. Let's go, man. Good to see you, buddy. Okay. We got 2 more screws. We can move on with our lives, okay? There we go. I wish this thing had a clutch. It does not have a clutch. And so I can't, doesn't have that, like, you know, that thing where it just stops and... All right, let's test this thing. So this thing came in for, the fan would ramp up. That's what it came in for. So hopefully the fan doesn't ramp up. We changed the thermal paste, and hopefully the console turns on again. That would be nice. What can I do for you guys?
Hi.
Yes. Okay. So, change of plans. We're going to be doing a PS5 next, because that just came in. Yeah. All right. Give me just a couple seconds, guys. Then we'll do the, I guess, the 1X last. Okay, PS5 time. We got to switch the bit. The T8 for the T9. Wait, is it T9? Yes. All right, we're locked and loaded. Let's go. All right, so this one came in just now for HDMI. More than likely, that's probably what it is. It does look pushed in a bit. So he said when he plugs it in, it doesn't really show up on the monitor. That's probably one of the most common things I see, like legit all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a flathead bit wherever it is. We're going to go ahead and take this bottom piece off first. All right. Yeah, now we got a PS5. Let's go. What's up, Frankie? What's up, buddy? All right, get that zeroed in. So there's a flathead screw on top of this unit. I unmuted myself, didn't I? Yes? Okay, cool. I did. All right. Hope the audio sounds good. I do apologize for muting myself, but I don't want confidential customer information going out there just in case, because really, this is meant only for me and the customer. Haha, right? All right, let's get these side covers off here. There we go. There's one. And two. Beautiful. Oh yeah, this is the old model, the first gen. So as far as taking this thing apart, let's go ahead and move this out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that works. Let's see. Oh well, whatever. We'll call it. All right, so we gotta get this guy off first. We got tons of space for different things, but it's like, you know, yeah, gotta find space. All right. So we can go ahead and take this plastic bit off that's covering the fan connector and the disk drive connector. We'll go ahead and get these up here. Perfect. All right, we can disconnect this guy and this guy. Okay. And remove the warranty seal, because we are the warranty, right, guys? All right. So let's get this in the reverse position. We're going to start taking it apart. Yes, finally, you guys get to watch me do a PS5 HDMI repair live. I mean, you know, I wish it was something else like no power, because that would be really fun to do live. But, you know, it's what comes in, right? We do whatever comes in. As of late, I have been upping my PS5 game lately with being able to fix a lot of what comes in. I've been really, really happy about it. And I'm telling you, multimeter is your best friend. A multimeter is your best friend if that's the type of repairs you do. Micromage, what's up with the parts issue, man? Yeah, apparently, the most common issue I'm finding is like there's a fuse going to one of the voltage regulators. I think it's what it was. Originally, I thought it was a power management chip, but the chip sits near Southbridge. And, oh yeah, see, the PS5s I've been working on, are at my other job. So the job that is not this one. I've been working on the built out of PS5s there, and they have 2 donor boards there. So it's been a high success rate for me. But yeah, get yourself some donors. I wish I had donors here, man, but they're just so hard to come by. Is this the one? Is this the screw? Yes, it is. I always like to separate my my other case screws from the actual fan screws just so I can make the whole process that much easier. I hate making stuff harder than it needs to be. Okay. Yeah, dude, don't worry though. I don't have any donors either. Not here anyway, but at my other shop I do. And I know this is going to sound really stupid. Just don't follow what I do, but you can actually get away with it. You can change a south bridge or really any large BGA. When I say large, I don't mean CPU, GPU, APU. I mean like you could change a south bridge or that or smaller BGA chip without reballing. You can do it. Pretty much just put solder on the pads, heat it up. Then while the chip is hot, holy guacamole, dude. Oh, this thing is caked with dust and debris, my man. Anyway, I'm just going to get this stuff out the way just so I can continue. But yeah, pretty much just heat up the chip with solder underneath, pretty much just like flow solder on all the pads on the board. And put the chip in the general area with some flux, heat it up, and when it's melted, push down on the chip with like a pair of tweezers and just make sure that that thing is centered, and it will work. I have done that from experience. Probably not the best thing, not the simplest thing, but it definitely works in a pinch. So if you gotta quickly change a south bridge, you know, there's a way to do it. But yeah, I mean, as far as PS5s go, I'll show on camera here in a minute when I get all 36 screws. I don't know how many, there's a ton here. When I get these all out, I'll show you which chip that usually there's a fuse on the board that usually goes every single time when you have a no power PS5 situation. It's not all the time, of course, but it's like 99%. And I have not ran across a bad south bridge yet, or a bad encoder. Yep, you can do it. Just put solder on the board and then reflow it to the point where it's melted already, and then just put tweezers in the middle. Make sure you push down that chip all the way flat, and you know, make sure that there's not a ton of solder on all the pads, just enough basically, just to bond them, and it will work. I've done that plenty of times with iPhone BGAs too. You can do that, and with I wouldn't suggest it. To not do it all the time. Like I wouldn't do it all the time, but you know, if you have access to reballing stuff, reball for sure. And when it comes to like larger chips, I don't really have an opinion on it because I don't reball large BGA chips. But yeah, I think you should reball one. But in a pinch, you don't have to. Almost there, boys. Oh, Frankie, you don't even know the half of it, man. I think Sony did this on purpose just to screw with us. The people that fix these all the time. Oh, how did I forget these two? Okay. I don't mean to make anyone cringe that fixes these, but this is how I do it. I just lift up from that side. It's good to go. All right, now this whole board is just about ready to come out. We pretty much just need, take that out. Okay, that ribbon's out. Take this clamp out, the APU clamp. So there is a voltage regulator right here on this side of the board, but I don't ever see this one going bad, or the fuse. There's no fuses around it, I don't think. Okay, let's get the board out here. Where's that plastic spudger? Sometimes I'll use metal, but it's probably always best to use plastic to get this thing out. Why am I having such a troubled time? There we go. Come on, board. There we go. These boards, man. Okay. There we go. Work it out. There we go. Got the board out. We got the motherboard. All right. So on the motherboard, I'll show under the microscope in a second. It's this chip. This chip always seems to fail on these boards. By the way, when you plug it in and it goes to do the boot sequence, you know, when you connect 12 volts and it will show like 250 milliamps and then off, and then you're ready to turn it on. This chip and this chip will get hot. And if it sits at 250 milliamps, there's a short somewhere on the board. Ask me how I know. It might not be Southbridge. If Southbridge and this chip are heating up and staying at 260 milliamps, it's probably not Southbridge, but it could be. Because I had an experience where it was like a cap over in this area. So the only way to find that was a multimeter, and detected short voltage injection, and then found that it was that, and then I could move forward. Okay, so let's jump over the microscope and see why this thing does not have video on the screen. Okay. All right, boys. So I'm gonna move my tools out the way real quick. So we just have a silicon mat and a motherboard that we can take a look at here. I've gotten a few retro consoles I like to see cleaned. You can do it, Frankie. You can do it, man. All right. So let's go over to the HDMI circuit. There's a HDMI port right here. We'll go ahead and kick on this light here. All right. So let's back this up. I do have dog hair all over my bench here. Okay. Hopefully it's a broken pin on this HDMI connector, because I do not have any encoders in stock, and that would really suck. So let's see. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. This thing. You see that thing, little wiggle right there? Okay, let's test the rest of them. Well, we got one. You see that? See that little wiggle right there? Yeah, that's the problem right there. All right, we got to change this port. I mean, to be honest, all right, listen. You could say, Chase, you could just touch it up with solder. It's a perfectly good working port. Yes, but as you can see, you see these pins, how they're exposed back here? This port from factory is absolute, just like trash, in my opinion. And we can replace it with a better port, and we can do a better soldering job than from what came out of the factory. Not better than factory. We don't want to use our words. We want to make sure and be careful not to use better than factory. We want to say better than what came out of the factory, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and change this port, you know, because that's going to be the number one issue here. All right. So I need to go grab an HDMI port. So I'm going to do that right now. And I just totally dropped these on the ground. That's good. All right. I'm going to go over to my stash of PS5 HDMI ports that I hold so dear to my heart right here in this container that just lovely says, you probably can't see it, but it says PS5 HDMI port, even though there's more than one. It just port. All right. Okay, all right, boys. I got an HDMI port here. We're gonna go change it. Okay. Yeah, I know. I don't want to get called out for using the wrong. What just happened? Okay, give me 1 second, boys. I got a phone call. Okay. All right, I'm officially back, so I do apologize. All right, give me like 2 seconds here. Okay, hang on, guys. Give me 1 second. Why can't I get this on? I forgot the bottom piece on the Xbox. You know, the little cylinder part, that the little stand for it. I forgot to put that back on, so I'm putting that on now. Why am I sucking? Why? Oh, hang on. I'm gonna get this tonight. We're gonna do this. Got it. I do it at the certain angle every single time, and I genuinely forgot how to do it. Okay. Yeah, it's like the #1 most common issue. Yeah, I just see that. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, honestly, dude, like literally, I did consider the Northridge Sticks thing definitely a call out. I thought it was funny though, more than anything. I didn't take it seriously. Okay, fume extractor time. Ha ha ha. All right, flux. If you don't know what that is, flux helps that solder to flow. You already know. We got to say that because if we don't, then we won't have a successful repair. You know what I mean? All right. How about we bring this up a little bit and out like that? Perfect. All right. Let's grab the hot air. All right. And the fume extractor is here, so we're not going to kill our lungs tonight. We're just going to heat it up right from the bottom here. Oh, dang. You know what I forgot to remove? Oh, it's all obliterated.
I forgot to move that little
Foam piece on the bottom of the port. That's like the number one thing I do when I'm not live streaming is I don't mess that up. Oh,
it's smoking. It smells so terrible. If you want to get technical, it's also a cleaning agent. Cleaning detergent, bro.
totally. I used to mix isopropyl alcohol and flux to clean the thermal paste like out of an APU or CPU, GPU. All around all of those little capacitors. Oh gosh, and it works so well. I don't do it anymore though, unfortunately. There we go. Ports out. We're rocking and rolling. Oh, I gotta show you guys this. This is like the way, because I've been fixing ports now, like almost not every day, but at least once or twice a week now at the other business I'm working at. So the way I've been doing it is just, we're just basically gonna hot swap it. I'll show you what I'm gonna do.
Is it ready? No, not yet. Okay. There we go. Basically in. Hold it. Hold it.
Beautiful. I think that was it.
Let's take a look at the board here. Maybe it, yeah. Oh, is the port flat? I can't even tell if the port is flat on the board or not.
It might be. Hang on.
It just didn't feel like it was going all the way in. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean it looks flat.
All right. Now let's go ahead and touch up our pins.
Listen, I know a lot of people, they don't like the hot swap method, but to be honest, man, if it works, it works.
You know, especially when you do as many as I do.
It's like we basically are the fast food of repair.
So, I mean, you do what you got to do, honestly, man. All right. So,
Let's go ahead and solder this HDMI port in, shall we? Okay, soldering iron on.
bro, I feel you, man. Always got to have Wick by my side.
So one time I had my one sister ask me, she called me one time. She was like, Chase, do you fix PlayStations? And then I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, why? She's like, I'm having an issue with my PlayStation. It's not connecting controllers. It was funny because she genuinely didn't know if I fixed PlayStations. When I'm like, you know, I have a YouTube channel with like 4,000 subscribers where it's like, you know, I have a bunch of videos on fixing them. I thought it was funny. It was just that she just didn't know if I did or not. And I was like, yeah, actually, in fact, I'm actually overqualified. Okay, I take that back. I don't mean to flex, like, honestly, but, like, I was just being, I thought it was funny. All right.
I still thought it was funny though. But yeah, anyway. All right, let's take a look at our pins and see if they look better than what came out of the factory or not. So, wow, give me 2 seconds here. So yeah, I mean, they're all soldered perfectly. I just got to clean up a little bit more, but I mean, it's pretty much good to go at this point. Toothbrush. A dollar store toothbrush is your best friend when it comes to HDMI repair and cleaning it up. Just agitates all that leftover flux with some alcohol. It's like a miracle. Yeah, I do still have the better than what came out of the factory, Finks. Better than what came out of the factory. We can't say better than factory on this channel. We're not allowed to. We were called out by the big dog for it. Okay. Okay. How's it look, boys? Does that look better than what came out of the factory? I mean, basically. I think so. It's pretty good. Oh, that's because you're still... Yeah, right. Alright, now the one thing that I absolutely cannot leave this thing without is doing these anchors. Better than the factory, right? But all honesty, I dig at Northridge Fix, but I absolutely love Northridge Fix. He was such a huge inspiration when I first started. So I give him huge props. He pretty much taught me almost everything I know besides what my dad has taught me. And my good friend, Ryan. He's the freaking best, man. Okay. Let's get our fume extractor closer here. I don't want to breathe in all this smoke. Finally, you guys get to see me do it live, not behind an edited video, a heavily edited video. Beautiful. Micro, have you gotten a chance to work on the new PS5 yet? The one with the really small board. I think it's a 1200 series. What's up, David? What's up, man? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you, buddy. All right. Heck yeah, man. Our solder joints look super good. Sorry, the board is kind of tucked away here. Let's kind of raise this up. There we go. All right, let's use some alcohol into some these guys here. Couldn't think of the name of these Q-tips, but that's what they are. Yeah, believe it or not, I have worked on at least 3 or 4 of them, man, because I work in a repair shop now outside of this shop, which the guys are amazing. They're amazing guys. I am their board level technician now. I'm not the best, of course, but you know, I like to think my solder joints look good. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, so those guys, they're awesome, and yeah, I've worked on at least 2 of them now. They come in, it's just HDMI, man. They're just bad. The HDMI just break, man. Okay, let's take a look at those pins one last time. They look super good. Everything looks super fresh. You know, give me 1 second. Let's just do the little nudge test. And yeah, they're all good. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's put the board back in. Give me 1 sec. Let's switch cameras. Welcome back, boys. Welcome back. Okay, I'm actually going to power that off. And we'll set this guy off to the side so y'all can see. Okay.
Perfect. Perfecto. Yo, welcome back. What's up, boys? All right. So we changed the HDMI connector on this PS5. Let's put it back together, and we'll give it a quick test. All right. We need this thing. Oh, I did not show. Yeah, so, man, I'm so sorry. Whenever I get a PS5 that has no power and the power supply has 12 volts, always check F7003. This fuse right here is almost always blown, especially if you have no beep. If you have no beep, this fuse is 100% blown. And it goes to this chip right here, which is near the south bridge on this side of the board. This is the chip that I see either failing or the resistor is, or excuse me, the fuse is blown. So anyway, there you go. Now you know. Okay. All right. Okay. Gotta get these ribbons up. We can go ahead and plug everything in. One, two. Heck yeah. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Not a ton of people have covered it, but I've been seeing it almost every single time I open up a PS5 with no power. And I've fixed several with changing that chip out because sometimes that chip just blows. It just seems like a very common chip that has that fault. And you can buy the chip at sourcelyplus.com, which is Ed's website. He's the freaking man for supplying that chip. So, what's up, bro, Bryce? Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, no problem, man. If you ever decide you want to send it out, just let me know. Because I've been very curious to check out the trinket, because I want to do one for my own Switch. I have a V1 Switch as well. It would be really fun to install a trinket in it. There's also one, I don't know if you guys are all into modding at all, but I'm starting to get back into it just a bit. But honestly, I haven't done a whole lot of it just because I've been so busy. You know, working between this job, my dad's shop, you know, my dad's business, my business, the other business I work when I'm not here, and then YouTube as well. Yeah, so Finks, the trinket is it's a Trinket M0, I believe, and that chip you can program it to, and you can solder it into the switch to basically run the exploit every time you boot instead of hooking it up to a computer. So it's basically, it's a mod chip that makes makes the exploit untethered. So if you're familiar with like iPhone jailbreaks and stuff, but so there's a mod chip install type thing that I wanted to do. I've got a PS4 that is on firmware 9.0, and I wanted to install one of those ESP32S2 chips, where it basically emulates the USB exploit for the exFAT hacks, and I wanna do one of those. Just solder it inside the console, so it's just like you pretty much push a button and it just exploits itself. That would be so much fun to have. So I want to do one of those. And then there's a way where you can host on an ESP32 chip. You can actually host the website to mod the PS4 on it, but I don't know if we'll ever need to do that. So no need for RCM dongle. No, you won't need RCM dongle. Yep, exactly. Pretty much you don't need a payload. You don't need to install a payload thing anymore because it is the payload. It already has the payload on it, basically. Oh, you know what? We haven't tested this one, boys. You guys ready? Let's just plug it in now because we're able to do that. HDMI power. We're going to put the screws in, but might as well test it. All right. 3, 2, 1. There it is. We got blue light, so that is good. And I'll just wait for this to go white because it might do the power cycle thing. Oh, that's... Oh, yeah. Finks, you got 2 exploitable switches, both not working. Modding a PS2 would be fun, too. Oh, that's interesting. I thought that the payload was actually on... Oh, that's so... Okay, wow. So the trinket must point to the SD card or something to load it from the SD card? Is that how that works? Sorry, Finks. I'm trying to not have my audio muted anymore, but when I have customers come in, I kind of have to. Okay, this is just blue. Are you going to turn white officially? Maybe not. Maybe just going to... Oh, there it is. White with the beep. Okay. Switch over to HDMI 1. We should see an image on the screen. Hopefully. Haha, there it is. All right, can we see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. It says your PS5 wasn't turned off properly before. Yeah, all right, cool. So let's go ahead and just do a quick login real quick. Got a PS4 controller because it works for the PS5, so eventually it will. Maybe not. Maybe it just won't connect. Where are you? Where are you, tweezers? Oh, here we go. And it's connected. There it is. See, it's booting. Don't want to show customer information. Yeah, see? Look. It's working. All right, cool. You guys are all happy. I'm happy. We're all having a good time. All right. PS5's working. Turn off PS5. Cool. Now we can... Test 1, 2. Can you hear me now? I am so sorry. Randomly mutes even when there's no customers. Oh, it's probably my wireless mic then. Thank you for letting me know. I am so sorry. If you guys could let me know in the chat anytime it goes mute, I do apologize. I'm genuinely sorry. I'm going to try to keep watch for that. Let's see. I have an idea. That way I can see chat and I can see my audio at the same time. There we go. So I can see audio, see chat. That way I can just make sure that it's just working. All right, so yeah, no worries, man. Honestly, the Switch. Anytime working on the Switch is no joke. I mean, it's basic like cell phone. You pretty much jump into cell phone territory. It's not like game consoles like these. The chips and everything are much different. I mean, not entirely, but you know, mostly different. Now we gotta install 101 screws. Now that our HDMI port is changed and it's good to go. That's pretty cool about the Switch, though. Yeah, the PS2, pretty much all you need is a free MC memory card, free MC boot memory card. Let me use one of these. Try to remagnetize the screwdriver. Hopefully that'll work. I try to be as quick about it as I can because I don't really want to waste my time putting these back together. I wish that we had like somebody to take these apart and put them back together while I just fix motherboards. That would be really nice. I have. It could be. It could be. There is a video I wanted to make. Big Boss put back together. Bro, I know. I wish I had a Big Boss. I still do. After all these years, man. I need a Big Boss. If business ever grows enough where I can support myself and a Big Boss, I will do that. I got a good friend of mine that's moving back to Michigan that would make a very good Big Boss. Oh yeah, for sure, Chris. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thank you for putting up with me. I really do appreciate that. You know, I was really apprehensive about live streaming tonight because I wanted to record a video tonight. I don't know if I'm going to get to it or not. I had a really good idea in store too. But I figured at least, in the least bit, I would live stream to you guys. But I've got just 2 more devices to get through tonight. One of them I wanted to do for the video, so I don't know if I'm going to do that, probably. I don't know. We'll have to kind of go from there. All right. We are ready for the disk drive in the mid frame, and then we can pretty much call customer and have them come pick up. That's together. That's together. Well, I can leave that there for a minute. Oh, you know what? We forgot something, guys. We forgot something. We forgot these antenna wires. Raise your hand if you've ever done that before. I'm putting a PS5 back together. Okay. All right. Let me see here real quick. All right. Okay. Take my old. Oh, that's cool. To be honest, Bryce, I have no idea what you just said, but I have an idea. I almost know nothing about arcade units. I think they're cool though. Bro, I literally feel your pain. I just experienced pain when you said that. And it's totally okay. You did not cause the pain. It's the PS5 that causes the pain every time. Why is it painful? I don't know, but it is. Okay. Okay. Now we put the screws in for the fan. There's like dog hair all through this thing. There it is. Got a couple more screws here. Bro, I actually have like 2 rubber straps in the back that it's like
to be honest, man, putting back the rubber strap, like, it doesn't really matter in the whole long run. I mean, really, what does it do? Those things, man, I have forgotten at least 5 or 6 times. I actually almost forgot it tonight. If you go back on the live stream, I put screws in the unit and then went back and took it back apart because I forgot about it. And to be honest, I have ADHD or what? No, I have OCD. I don't know about ADHD, maybe not. Definitely have OCD though, like bad. I remember years and years ago when I was younger, I had a PS3 Slim. And on the PS3 Slim, there are 5 screws that hold the plate. Sorry, there's a gnat in here. There are 5 screws that hold the bottom plate on, besides the little clamps for the GPU and CPU. And I remember putting the whole PS3 back together, everything. Forgot those 5 screws. I said, screw it. I took the whole thing back apart just to put those 5 screws back. Tortured myself because of that. But I've gotten a little bit more easy on myself nowadays. I mean, for customers, I will put it back, but when it comes to that rubber strap thing on the Xbox, I mean, now I will, but like back like a couple years ago, you know, when they first came out, heck no, dude. They don't matter that much. All right. Let me double check something. Heard my phone ding. All right. Looks like we're pretty much good here. Yeah, let's pop those covers on wherever they are, and we gotta get the bottom of the bottom circle thing on, and then we're pretty much good to go. Bro, thanks. I feel you, man. I have done that. In fact, I had a situation with a PS5, no power, the other day that happened when I was trying to inject voltage around the NAND. And when I slipped injecting voltage, it was like 1 or 2 volts, which I think 2 volts could kill the NAND. And it slipped and touched ground when it went. And yeah, that was freaking close. So yeah. I mean, hey, accidents happen. That's the way, you know, it's the world we live in. Accidents happen. It just is what it is. But thankfully, it slipped and hit ground instead of the voltage line. That would have sucked, man. But I've been there. It's good. By the time I lost the top screw, Oh, wait a second. Hold up. Wait. Yeah, the PS5 is freaking ridiculously huge. Wait, bro, Bryce, are you the one that sent me that one switch or no? Okay. Got the PS5 done. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what, boys? I forgot something. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Okay, got you. No worries, man. No worries. When and if you do decide, yeah, just hit me up, send me an email, let me know that it's coming. We forgot to put in this little grill thing. I always do a double check because if I don't, I would probably lose and not put any of the screws in. Yeah, you can. You actually can. It's a proven fact that you can pretty much grill a rack of ribs on a PS5. Okay. Done. Uber Micro Repairs, what's up, man? Dude, you and I both just hit 4,000 and you're almost to 5,000, man. Congratulations to you, guy. Okay, HDMI. Let's just test it. We gotta make sure that this thing works. All right, blue light. We're good. It's working.
but we got to test the video, obviously. All right. Yes, just use the address on the site, 21055 West Road. STE 14A, Monroe, Michigan, or Woodhaven, Michigan. I live in Monroe. Woodhaven, Michigan, 48116 or 48183. Sorry, just use the address on my website. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm like, don't ask me. Don't ask me what it is. All right, let's go to HDMI 1, and hopefully it'll show something. PS5, PS5. There it is. It's working. There it is. You can see the PS5 there. And if this controller is synced, and it is, you can see I'm going back and forth on it. All right, we'll kill the power. This thing's good to go. Yeah, for sure, dude. Of course. Oh, dude. Okay, done. PS5 is done. I'm gonna call customer and have them pick up. Or actually, I'm just gonna send it. I'm gonna send text to customer. It's just easier sometimes. Real quick, something I do for my customers typically, and I've been neglecting to do, is actually send them a picture of the screen that it's actually done. Yeah, Uber, yes. It's like 1,000,000,000% almost always an HDMI connector. But believe it or not, I've kind of been sometimes having success fixing no power PS5s. A little bit of success. You are the freaking best, dude. Yeah, make sure you go sub to Uber because he is freaking amazing when it comes to fixing microelectronics. Okay. All right, this is on. Let's go ahead and switch over. I'm gonna just send him a quick pick over. That's good enough. Okay. Better than factory. Heck yeah, man. Cool. Awesome. All right, customer has been acknowledged that the repair is done. Yeah, right? Are you talking about this guy? Is that what that is? Honestly, dude, these gnats, man, they're just like everywhere. All right, yeah, man. This thing is like the freaking best. I love this thing. Okay, this PS5 is done. We fixed it. So we fixed legit a Series X and a PS5 in the same night. How amazing is that? How funny is that, you know? All right, boys. I got one more for the evening. I do have 2 more repairs, but the one of them I wanted to make a video with. So I'm going to do my best to run through this one as fast as freaking possible. This one, you guessed it, Xbox One X that probably has a bad redriver chip because you already know. Their driver chips suck in these, so we're going to fix it. Okay? All right, cool. Me too. All right. Sucks to go through. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, those this solder sucker, man, is a freaking bomb. Mainly, believe it or not, I used to use it big time, all the time, but as of recent, my dad actually has a Pace solder sucker thing here, so I mainly use this now. This works great for you know, controller joysticks and stuff. That's mainly what I use it for now. Oh man, I've always wanted one of those, the FR301. I had a good friend that had one, and he was going to sell it to me, and it just ended up selling it online. I was really sad, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't have a retro brayer unit. I don't. I'm sorry, Frankie, I don't. I wish I did. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Sadly enough, I realized something the other day that I did not know. I don't know if it's all PS4 and 5 controllers, but I had a bad experience with one of them just recently, where we replaced the why can't I get this off? We replaced the joystick, and then there was still drift, right? And then so we gooder than factory. Right, gooder than factory. Yeah, so pretty much there we go. I had I replaced the thumbsticks, right? Or one of them, excuse me. And after I replaced it, the thing would still drift, right? It was still drifting in one corner. It's not like it was drifting, it was off center. So I do the resistor thing, right, where we move it back to center, and then it limited the range on the PS4 and PS5 controllers. So the problem is there's not really a fix for that. You can only recalibrate them from firmware. More better than factory, right? Because apparently it's all trademark now. Better than factory is trademark. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously it's not, but factory fresh. Bro, factory fresh, man. You're gonna start using that microwave? That would be so funny, dude. Legit. Straight up. A freaking banger, bro. Okay. Yep, that's totally a thing. Apparently, from what I understand, just from reading online, it is not a thing on Xbox controllers, only the PlayStation ones. But, you know, guys, feel free to test. Let me know if you see anything different or not. But from what I have seen personally, it just seems like that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, pretty much what I told my customer, because this, I mean, it's just what we, you know, there's nothing more we can really do. I pretty much just told him to bump up the sensitivity in game. Haha, fan spin. What's up, Matthew? Yeah, I pretty much just told him just bump up the sensitivity in game, and it seems to help a little bit, but it's not like a permanent fix. But, you know, I already let him know the risks and what was involved with it, because it's like, yeah, we can change the sticks, we can change the pots, but if they're not zeroed out, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, well that makes sense. I appreciate it. That does help me, because it's like, I can offer controller repair as a, you know, drift repair, but the problem is you can't get them just right. But, I mean, I've had a lot of success with the with Xbox controller drift and getting them 100% or like close to, obviously, like, I mean, pretty much dead center. Fan spin, wrong channel. Yeah, right. I feel that. Okay. Time to get the actual unit out of the chassis. VAR resistors. I don't know what those are. My electronics knowledge is not as good to understand what a VAR resistor is. I'm sorry. I kid around, but I do use these. They're the variable pots. I believe they are 10,000 ohms, I think, or 100,000. I don't remember, but something around that. Switch it out again. Yeah. Yeah, the guy I was fixing them for was playing Overwatch, and you know, like I sent them out originally with a little bit of drift. Like when I say drift like that, I mean like they were drifting down just a little bit, and customer noticed it like right away. But I had tried it on Minecraft because we play Minecraft a lot, and the game it didn't drift. It didn't drift in game at all. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, all right, this is it's working. And it wasn't, so I learned my lesson. But yeah, this console is very, very dusty. Yeah, you pretty much you cannot use you cannot fully fix drift without calibrating in the unit itself. Okay, come on, buddy. Let's get out of here. Come on, you know you wanna. Come on. I gotta double check and make sure I got all screws because it's just not wanting to come out. Or it's just me because I'm live streaming, you know, it's just like nothing's gonna work because I'm live streaming. Okay, so yeah, it just wasn't being centered. Like I solved drift. Bro, I know. What's funny is I realized that after the fact that Minecraft was no good for testing. Why can't I get this power plug? Oh, it's probably got that plastic bit that's like tucked up. Yeah, there it is. All right. Okay. Yeah, it definitely wasn't drifting. It was, I didn't send it out with drift. I sent it out with it not being centered, which I totally regret now. But customer was totally cool with it, which, I mean, you know, I want to be 100% transparent. I let the customer know, hey, that there's risks here. But we still zeroed them out, but, you know, it is what it is. Right, thanks, dude. Yeah, this thing is like, I'm going to go just blow this board off. Give me like 2 seconds. Sorry, it's going to be really loud for a second. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay. No. I didn't think you were trolling at all, dude. You're totally good. Okay, let's go ahead and get these clamps off. I used to have an X-clamp tool. I have no idea where it is now. I've literally had it for years and years and years. Back in the 360 days. I don't know where it is. I would use it, but I just don't know. I had it though. It's somewhere around the shop. It's floating somewhere. Other than that, we're going to use one of these. Let's see. Do I have my favorite pair? Maybe not. Yes. Yes, we do. There we go. That's done. So now let's get the board out. Oh, you know what, boys? So, and this should have been standard procedure. I should have did this way before I even got the board out, because I've been trolled by this before. You see this bad boy right here? This can cause no video and no audio. So before we move forward, I'm going to grab the hard drive. I'm going to put it in the computer, and we're going to just see if this is the problem or not. And also, the hard drive SATA connector can also be the problem as well, which is it's less common as the hard drive, but these Seagate drives are like known to go bad. Okay. I got the hard drive reader here. Plug it in, turn it on. Cool. I read something.
The data light came on. Okay, let's see if we can switch it over. Maybe this scene, no. You know what, screw it. I'm just gonna quickly test it. Give me 1 second, boys. Disk management. Disk management's popping up. Because this totally could be the problem. Okay, and does it see the hard drive? It doesn't see it yet. Rescan disks. Okay, it's attempting to read it. Oh, you guys could almost see it. See it right here? Okay, cool. Things are popping up. That means that it's more than likely good, but we got to check the smart data because we won't know officially until we check that. Okay, give me like 2 seconds. Wait for it. Is it going to pop up? Cool. Our hard drive is good. So it's definitely more than likely the redriver chip. If that does not fix it, it's going to be the booster. Okay. Or the port itself, but that's more than unlikely unless it has literally broken pads. All right. We'll go ahead and shut this off now. Let me bring back up live stream stuff. Bro, it's totally cool, man. I used to use a flathead screwdriver. And it's definitely not shameful at all. Hilarious. It is like, because I didn't know that thing existed until I was like, oh, there's a legit X-clamp tool. And I was doing so many RGH consoles and JTAGs that I was just like, all right, I'm just going to buy one. Oh man, dude, that's rough. Well, you guys are way too nice to me, and I appreciate you. I'm sorry that happened to you, though, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, this world is cold sometimes, man. Totally. All right. So, yeah, let's switch over the microscope, and we're gonna just take a look at this board, okay? Give me like 2 seconds. Let's move this out here and switch over to the microscope. Oh, yeah. You have to go underneath. Yeah, so Micromage. Quick lesson, broski. It goes, which you already know, obviously. I don't have to explain anything to you. But it's just funny. Yeah, it goes right here, buddy. Just like, and just pop it right up, man. That's how it works. Okay, obviously, I'm just trolling you. I know you know how it works. Obviously, you have one, right? Ended up with FIFA. Oh, man. Wow, dude. All right. So, here we are at the board. Here's a good old... Dude, whenever you see, like, these boards... Where's my tweezers? Oh, here we go. So... when you go to look at this thing and you see like every pad has been like shifted and like damaged and ripped the traces away, that is the freaking worst. I don't know anything worse than that. Running jump. I mean, I don't mind running jumpers. Like I'll do it 100 times, you know, in a row. But like, it's just a lot. That's so funny, dude. All right, so likely it's probably this guy, right here, the TDP-158. It's a redriver chip for the Xbox One X. One time I replaced 13 of these in one day. Yes, thank you to, what's his name, Ryan. He had an eBay business where he was doing these, and he would shovel the work onto me, and I would do it for him. All right. Okay. This, believe it or not, unfortunately, yeah, right. I think it took me a minute to learn how to use it too, but when I got it, it was like, oh wow, this just makes sense. Believe it or not, this is the last TDP-158 that I have in stock. I might have one on a donor board, but this is the last one, boys. So if this doesn't work, man, and I destroy the chip, I'm gonna have one sad customer. Because I think, well, yeah, that's basically it. I would have a really sad customer. And then you guys get to watch me melt and burn on a live stream. Does that sound good? Now remember, flux helps that solder to flow. You already know. So I'm gonna grab my hot air station, the fume extractor. We're gonna go ahead and boot that guy up. I realized I had my soldering iron still on, so I went and turned that off real quick. Turn on the hot air station, and we're just gonna go ahead and put the hot air right here on this chip. Now, if I suck at this, I have not removed one of these QFN chips in a long time. So I do apologize if my soldering sucks on this live stream. Many flux, many flux. I'm gonna wait for the solder to flow. You already know. These boards are pretty much heat sinks. So if it takes 100 years for the chip to come off, it's because it's basically a heat sink underneath this chip. So it pretty much absorbs all of the heat that I'm giving it. So I have to get it and then some heat, if that makes any sense. All right, looks like it's almost done. Ready, it's almost done cooking. See the solder's flowing here. Almost done. Nuke it a bit. Almost there, boys. There it is. You can shift it a bit. There we go. Pulled our chip off. Right off the board. Okay. Now this will probably work a little bit more better. It'll probably work better if I put some leaded solder on these pads. We don't have to do that, but it would probably flow just a tad bit better when we do go to actually solder it in place. I love my leaded solder. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, Micro. Or Uber Micro. Yeah, sorry. There's two Micros now. Holy crap. Literally. Micro Mage and now Uber Micro. So it's like, I have to make a distinction now. Alright, so we need a soldering iron to do this part. And now I probably will get solder on that center ground pad, but that's okay, because we have wick and we can clean it up. We got lots of flux. Let's put some solder on this iron here. We're just going to paint these with some solder. Okay. Now, we did get a little bit extra solder up here up the top where there's a large ground pad here, and the solder doesn't like to flow up here, so you know, we're going to throw some flux down. Right. Okay. There we go. All right, boys, it's time. We're going to put the chip on. Now, if I could just get it out of this little packaging, we'll be all right. It's going to take me a second. All right. It's coming along just fine. Now, I used to do this. I used to put solder on the underside of the pads of this chip, but really, do you really need to do it? No. No, you don't. So I'm not going to. Bro, wait, how old are you, Uber? Okay. It's not in place, but it's in place enough. Let's just get the solder to flow, right? That's all we want. And then we can make our adjustments when it starts to flow. It's a QFN chip, you know what I mean? Let's get it to flow a little bit more. There we go. Oh, that's not in place at all. Dear God, I didn't see the other side. Alright. There we go. Wait. It's not ready yet, man. I haven't done these QFNs in a while, so I'm sorry if it looks like crap. I'll just let it, we're going to let it flow. All right. Now my favorite thing to do. Oh, happy birthday, Micromage. I'm sorry I missed your birthday, bro. I truly am. All right, real quick. I don't mean to negate your birthday, sir, but we got some soldering to do while this chip is still hot. So, while the chip is hot, I prefer to flow the solder at the top here as fast as humanly possible, since the board is going to be much more accepting of me putting solder in this area. So, since the board is already hot, it'll probably accept solder much easier. My solder doesn't like to flow that well. Maybe it's the iron, or maybe it's the technician. It's probably the technician, but that's okay. It doesn't like to flow up there that much. There we go. It also doesn't like to flow down here that much sometimes. Probably not enough flux. Probably isn't, man. All right. Let's try this. Let's try this. My good tip that I was using. I don't know if we can use this guy. Maybe. Yeah, we can. Wow. Okay. All right. Heck yeah, man. Not enough heat. Not enough heat. All right, over here. It's a struggle, boys. Alright. Yeah, let's touch those joints up again. Alright. We'll use a little bit more flux. How's that sound? Yeah, it's probably very clear how old I am. I'm 26. I am a young boy. Yeah, so all these joints needed was more heat and probably more flux. You can never use enough flux, bro. Never. All right, I'm going to solder left-handed so we don't have to move the board too much. So let's hope and pray that I don't screw it up. Okay. Yeah, looks good enough. Now, what we could do, I mean, honestly, we can do it, is reflow the chip one more time. Now that it has some fresh leaded solder on the sides of it. It's just for extra comfort to make me happier. We don't have to do this. It's probably fine, but the tip that I used to use, it finally gave up the ghost. So I can't use that tip anymore. It's long gone. It's probably in a landfill somewhere. So let's just go ahead and heat this up again. Okay. That's it right there, man. Okay. We're good. We can clean up the chip now. You can see that alcohol just like
It's starting to go crazy, man. The board's so hot.
But it's better to clean flux when it's hot, man. Much, much better. All right. Welcome back. All right. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had some customers walk in, picking up the PS5. No, I'm a customer. Sorry. All right. Okay, let's put some more alcohol down. Sorry, boys. I don't mean to go mute on you, but it is this alcohol bottle is no alcohol left in it. Hang on, let me shut this off. Shut this off. And I'm gonna put some more alcohol in my little alcohol bottle. Sorry, boys. Okay. Got that 99% boy alcohol. Not for drinking, only for cleaning. Drinking if you want to die. That's pretty much how it goes. Oh, dude. Constantly, if I'm using MTech 559 ASM flux, every single time. That's why, like, half the time I'll use a toothbrush to clean the board because, I mean, let's be honest. This can, I mean, I'll use that and then I'll use a Q-tip to finish the job, if that makes any sense. Just want to use the toothbrush to kind of agitate the area, right? And then Q-tip will finish it off. Real nice. Okay. We got more flux on the board here. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, I'm actually live streaming right now.
That's fine. I can't be talking before. I go to school, but
Okay.
just wanted to come say hi.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
What you working on?
Xbox One X.
Hi.
How's it going? How are you?
Okay.
Good to see you again. Yeah, Xbox One X. This thing has no video, no audio. So usually it's this chip right there, the TDP 158, which is like the #1 most common chip that fails almost ever.
What's that thing for?
What is it?
Oh.
This vent?
Yeah.
Fume extraction.
Oh.
So like I'll show you real quick. If I got solder here and I got an iron, then the solder makes a lot of smoke. Oh, this is not on. Let me turn this on. So when I heat this up, when it does get hot, there'll be smoke that comes from it, and it sucks the smoke right up in there, so I don't kill my lungs. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So that's pretty much what I use it for. It's good to see you, buddy. So that's pretty much all I'm doing. I got this, and I have one more job to do this evening, and then I'm out of here. What brings you up this way?
Just gonna collect some things.
Oh, okay. That's good, man. That's good. All right. Yeah, pretty much I'm ready to test this thing at this point. This thing's ready to go, man.
Where do you get jobs from people outside of here? Or?
Yep. Yep. Customers local and mail-in. Yep. Yeah, we mainly serve a lot of customers locally, but we do have some customers that mail in their stuff to us too. And then we fix motherboards, so that's pretty much the majority of what we do.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy
That's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
Great
It's
job.
awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Did you have to go to college for it?
I did not. I am 100% self-taught.
Wow.
Crazy, right? Yep. Yep.
So how'd you, do you have to get, would you have to get a certificate or something? Or
Nope.
you just had to go take a test to get your license?
Actually, I don't have a license. I am completely unlicensed. I just work on electronics. I don't even know if there is a license. There might be. I have no idea, though. I am 100% unlicensed technician. But, I mean, this is all low voltage stuff. This is like 20 volts and under. This is, well, this board is 12 volts and under. So it's like, it's not high voltage stuff anyways. But, like, we have business insurance and stuff. So, I mean, you know, if there was anything that did go wrong or could go wrong, we have insurance to back it up. So, and most of this stuff doesn't cost more than $1,000. So, I mean, this Xbox is probably like what, $200-300.
Oh, is that a mini fridge or an actual Xbox Series?
Oh no, this is actually a Series X. Yeah.
I
We changed the thermal paste on this
I
tonight.
didn't think it was that big. I thought it would be small.
Yeah, no. Funny enough, I just got done fixing a PS5. Before you came in, a lady brought in a PS5 and we fixed it. Yeah. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, we just got done going to a grieving or group
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Logan liked it, did you?
It was alright. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just a.
It's just to get in touch with your feelings, that's all. I'm just worried about Logan. He ain't
Right.
being able to talk about
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry. A good friend of mine is here. Take it easy, Chris. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys here. Let's go ahead and test this Xbox. Hopefully we can just plug it in and it'll work. Okay, turn it on. It beeped. That's good. Does my capture card like it this time? Because my capture card does not like. It does not like PS5s. Oh, heck yeah, it's working. All right, yeah. So thank you, Uber Micro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was gonna send it, man. I thought it looked pretty good. I was hoping that it was gonna work. Yeah, I just took the HDMI out of my microscope and just fed it right into the Xbox. So, I mean, yeah, we're pretty much good to go, man. It's just gonna do this update thing, and that's pretty much it. HDCP issues. To be honest, I have no idea, but probably. I just think it's just redriver issues, personally. I don't know. Whatever. Either way, it's good now. I can hear the disk drive doing some things. It almost sounds like there's a game in it. I don't know what it's doing, honestly. But it's working nonetheless. Oh. Yeah. Oh, give me 1 second, boys. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Not sorry at all. Does the audio still sound loud enough? Can you guys hear me? Heck yeah, we're up, man. We are freaking up. All right, this thing is done. We're pretty much good here. Customer has been contacted. This thing is going to be picked up tonight. So we are good to rock and roll. We can move forward with our lives. Like 2 seconds. Let's switch over microscope. We can switch back to our other cam. Here we go. Let's go ahead and figure that out. Move that out the way a bit. So I need to put this thing back together, but really quick right now. One thing I forgot to do, that we totally did not do, was test the Series X. Because I need to contact that customer, but I have not tested it. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Unit turns on. Cool. Just want to make sure it doesn't shut back off or something crazy. All right, looks like it came up on screen, or something's coming up on screen here, which is good. It's got to go to HDMI 1. Looks like it's going to do that automatically. Heck yeah, it did. He said when you start up some games, like after a couple minutes, like the fan ramps up. All right. Well, I see he's got Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, we gotta connect this controller real quick. So, and it should connect. Wait for it. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna load up Red Dead since that's actually already on his console, and that's a pretty graphic intensive game. So, we'll just go ahead and just launch the game and let it play for a couple minutes. See if our fan ramps up at all. Ooh, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, to be honest, I don't have a Series X game. The only game I have for testing is only testing the disk drive. I almost never stress test consoles, but I probably should from now on. But I don't really get consoles in that like severely overheat like this almost ever. Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I didn't even know about that. That's cool. Okay. We can put this thing back together while this thing sits. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, man? All right, yeah. Let's do it. Let's see here. We'll have to connect it to Wi-Fi. Okay. Cool. It's connected. Okay. Say Fortnite. And then Cyberpunk. We'll test both. We'll see. Cool. All right. Looks like it's loading it up here. We will disconnect this and this. Oh, that's what's up, man.
Okay. I would say give me just a couple more minutes and we'll see. We'll see where it's at. But it is logging in and it's silent. Okay, we'll just hit. So we'll just let it sit here for a minute. Okay. Cool. And get the Xbox reassembled. Make sure all of our connections are made. Okay, so it looks like it's loading up a lobby as of now. It does not have any fan noise at all. And the fan is spinning, of course. Yeah, I would say the issue is more than likely fixed. Because I don't hear it ramping up. It was definitely old paste. It was like dried out, if that makes any sense. Which is super duper common from factory. It just looks awful. Okay. There we go. This Xbox is about to be ready to go. Yeah, that old paste was just dried out mainly, which is definitely something we see quite often when we do replace thermal paste. But, oh yeah, yeah. If it's a launch console, it definitely needed it more than likely. Yeah, I would say this thing is ready to rock and roll, man. It's it seems it's not heating up during Fortnite. We can try the other game now. What was it Cyberpunk you said? We can try that. Offline Cyberpunk. All right. Go. The other screw. Cyberpunk is booting up. There we go. Alright, now we are ready for the bottom case. Yeah, I know. 6 months rock hard. Dude, that is so accurate, man. Yeah, I mean, this machine's quiet now. Oh, nice, and you can feel the heat coming out of this thing, too. So it's pumping. Yeah, this thing's working great, man. All right. We'll go ahead and put these on. Yeah, if you want, you can come pick it up now. I think it's going to be good for you. Beautiful. This thing's coming together so nicely. I'm so proud of this console. Thank you, dude. Hey, I figure if it's heating up and the fan's going hot, it's either a thermal paste issue or it's something else. A temperature sensor or something. Something's not getting cooled.
love doing these hard drives sometimes because it's always a game of like, can I get the hard drive to seat in properly? Yes, I can. You got it, man. Beautiful. All right, switch our bits. T8 time. Now the goal is these screws right up here with this FPC connector, never over tighten them. I always stop like prematurely and like hand tighten them the rest of the way because you can accidentally break the FPC connector if you're not careful. Ask me how I know. There we go. Nice and perfect. Perfection, perfection. Yeah, so it's this Xbox right now is running Cyberpunk and it's quiet. I cannot hear this console at all, which is exactly what we needed. All right, 3 golden screws in the front. Oh, heck yeah. So if it's quiet with Cyberpunk, then it definitely is solved then, huh? There we go. Okay. All right, we got one more screw that I missed somewhere. Here it is. Right here. Okay. And we got the Wi-Fi antenna. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, you know, that chip thing that just sits on the side here. We got this. And then we can put the top on. Call it a day, call it an evening, and that's basically it, man. Oh yeah, so Cyberpunk is loaded up and it is running with no issues to fan noise. No fan noise at all. Beautiful. All right. Now, hopefully this Xbox won't troll me. There we go. It didn't troll me. Are you out of here, buddy?
Yes, I do have school tomorrow.
Okay, man. All right. I have work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go make some stuff. See you, buddy. If you want to try to hang out this weekend, let me know. Okay. Take it easy. We'll see you later. Okay. You guys drive safe. All right. Okay. We got 2 screws, and then this thing is 100% done. We can go to the pickup shelf. 1 and 2. Perfect. This thing is done. And can you believe it? This tiny chip in the center of my hand right here, that was the thing that was keeping this Xbox from working. Can you believe it? All right. Pickup shelf time. Goodbye, sir. All right, boys. So yeah, as far as everything goes, yeah, this thing's running Cyberpunk. I can feel the heat coming out of this thing, but it's quiet. So, I guess that'll be it for this live stream. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good evening, okay? Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Sorry about that. All right, I will see you guys later. Have a good evening, everybody. I will see you hopefully in the next video. Appreciate all of you, every single last one of you. Thank you, Uber. Thank you, Micro. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you. We'll live stream again eventually. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys later.